Hey everybody, it's Mr. Heron. You're joining me on News in the Nation for Lane Middle School. Today is May 14th. Thanks for joining me. Got some exciting stuff. I've got a guest speaker that's going to come in and do our shout outs from Teach today. And I got some cool videos of an experiment that some of our teachers did here this week, and a challenge for you all, parents and students, to join them in that experiment. So here we go. Let's get it started. I'm going to be flipping some screens throughout here, but I want to show you a little bit about what you're looking at. Here is the final product from an experiment done by your teachers, and we're going to get more into that here in a moment. But the scientific committee that was comprising of that did this experiment, you can see right here. And again, this is our good news in the nation that we're sharing here for today. That's Mr. French, Mrs. Venderly, Mr. Gunther, Mrs. Kreider, Mrs. McKee, Mrs. Byers, and Mr. Vance that put this together. This is the pendulum experiment, pendulum painting experiment, and you saw already what they did. And so I'm going to put on a few videos, show you a few pictures here while I share what they did, because they want to be able to share, hey, there's plenty of fun, cool learning stuff you can do even when you are at home. So here we go. Let's kind of get back to this. Let me show you a brief image or video of some of the stuff they were doing. Here's the actual painting taking place. So I'll play that while I read a little bit. They wanted it to be able to share with their students. There are many ways to learn right now with technology, textbooks, or being at school. And they're going to model this learning, and you can see that on the screen right now, using materials they found at home. And so this pendulum painting video, they were sharing it, had unique and intricate paintings, and they want to figure out for themselves. So that self-discovery, deep learning. It took almost an hour to put together using ladders. You see them in the picture there, curtain rods, rope, canvas, and paint. But they didn't actually know all of how it was going to work, how long the rope needed to be, how much paint, or how long the curtain rod needed to be, or how much could it hold, or the best way to hang the paint to get the perfect pendulum pattern. They tested it multiple times, and then it came time to paint. And I'm going to switch screens again and show you a time-lapse version of what that looks like as I finish up here. This is really cool. So check it out. Here it is. But they were amazed at how that someone would hold the paint can, it would swing perfectly in a direction for the stream of paint. They were amazing how much they learned, and they were amazed to hear what their colleagues learned and shared as well. From the problem solving to the collaboration, it was a great exercise to stretch their thinking in their brains. And each time they were in the problem, it forced them to return to the drawing board to solve it as a group. It was totally fun while they were doing it. It was never boring. And here's where the challenge comes in. They want to encourage you all to do something like this as well. So here's the concept. Here's the challenge. Any student who submits a video or series of pictures, essay about a learning project, could be a science experiment, an art project experiment, or tries a new recipe, poetry, building something, or learning something new to solve a common problem. We want to see that and hear from you to see the unique ways. If you do that, if you put that in, someone will have a chance to win one of those Viking Nation pendulum paintings painted by our teachers. So you could win one of those by having a great, unique experiment that you have as well. Now, again, I encourage you, parents, if you're watching this, you can help your students as well. Document it some way, send it in to me. We can highlight you on our announcements. I think it'll be a cool thing to do, but that collaboration could be even more critical as to having a pretty cool project. So, challenge is out there. Let's see who rises up and wants to meet that and win one of those excellent paintings that we have. So that's our good news in the nation for today. I want to switch gears again. My guest speaker is going to come on right now. We're going to throw it over to him, and that is Mr. Jackson, who's going to bring us our shout-outs from Teach. Here you go, Mr. Jackson.
2, 4, 6, 8, who do we appreciate? You, and you. Good morning, Viking Nation. It is Thursday, May 14th, and Mr. Harris has put me in charge of doing student shout-outs for this week. Hopefully you guys are staying safe. We miss you guys terribly. And let's get right into it. Miss McKee, wants to give a student shout out to Natalie Collier. Natalie for being the first to report the right answers on the escape room for this week. Congratulations, Natalie, for doing that. Miss Reinders, she has shout outs for Troy Garud. Troy has been working really hard on his Algebra 1 assignment and communicating with me when he gets stuck and is working through it together. Mackenzie Rousey has done an excellent job on remote learning. She has kept up with all the assignments and just received 100 on her Unit 11 test. Congratulations from Mrs. Reinders. Miss Dewar, she has quite a few shout outs here. Social studies, we have Sophia DeWart and Jarice Porti. In science, we have Eliza Boatwright, DeMarlo Hills Robinson, Delayla Sperling, Alyssa Von Pecky, and Chase Shannon. And these kiddos have been Zooming regularly with Miss Dewar, Savannah Dutt, Jess Davidson, Mia Hurst, and Rosie Damien. Congratulations for Miss Dewar. That is all. Oh, I have one more. I can't forget. This one is for Miss Kreider. Miss Kreider has two shouts out. Aiden Hall for 8th grade and Erica Carlisle for 7th. Both have been turning in their work on a regular basis. It's been great to hear from them. So I just want to thank you guys for those shout outs that are amazing staff. And I'm going to end you guys playing with this cheers. B-I-K-I-N-G-S. Go Vikings! Yeah!
Hey, thank you, Mr. Jackson. That was fantastic. Really appreciate you doing our shout-outs from Teach here on this morning's segment. Actually, this afternoon. We're a little later getting these out because we were trying to splice together some stuff. Hey, birthdays today. Last month in April on the 14th, happy birthday to Vanessa Almazad and John Dinwiddie. And then today, here in May, those birthdays are Talia Chapman, Troy Garode, and Helena Pace. Thank you guys for joining me this morning. Just a reminder, tomorrow will be our selection for those students who have received shout-outs and Viking Up Award nominations. We'll put you through a raffle wheel where we'll be selecting those 3 winners or 6 winners, depending. And then I'll be delivering to you, if you win, and our announcements tomorrow, a gift card to a fast food restaurant of your choice that I have available to you. And that'll probably be next week when I make those deliveries, but we'll know who those winners are tomorrow. So again, thanks everybody for joining us here on News in the Nation. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday.